I think part of me thinks I can get this message said pretty quickly and then kind of do my other plan. Twice today I've just missed my friend live, but she hasn't done really long ones. Not that she does, well, she usually does at least an hour, sometimes a little longer. She did one where she was, I think, waking up this morning and cuddling with her dog and then doing this, and then she did another one making dinner. She seems to like to have the company when she's doing these tasks, and I do understand that. I'm not really sure what it is about it, but or how to put it into words. Other than that, sometimes you just maybe you know what I think a large part of it is sometimes you have thoughts in your head, and if you don't have anyone else around you and you're multitasking, you don't know who you want to say them to, and you feel kind of social, you live stream. It really makes a lot of sense when you think about it. My feet aren't too bad at the moment, but I'll speak about that in a minute. I should probably do dishes too, but this is where, like, my feet aren't cold. I don't want to put socks on, But again, I'm waiting for this to be somebody to tune in, and I'm just kind of doing the final touches on making some coffee. Oh, gosh. But it's interesting that me and G both have doctor's appointments. I may have a second one. I don't know if I'm going to need it in person, but I think tomorrow I'm going to do it virtually. But there may be some benefit to it in person. I'm not sure. I am and I'm not kind of stressed about the appointment, to be quite honest. They're never very long, and I don't think I'm going to mention the one thing. So, well, if that's the case, if you feel like you might have the symptoms for that, get yourself to the hospital, and that's something I want to do. I'd rather suffer in the comfort of home. I'll be there in just a moment. I really was surprised, since I've been so podcasty today and live streaming, that I'm actually rolling right now. But I did want to share an update in just a moment. Because there's people I've been getting to know that may care, and then also other people that may be curious and may decide they want to start to get to know and care, and then follow and subscribe and like and all that goodness. Yeah. But yeah, we're taking that big chunk out. I probably will need to, add something to this. So I did bring that one down, so actually I'm not going to do this right now. Okay, as far as this. Oh, it's already in the cup. I knew I had one floating around. And I'll be saying this tomorrow too, and like I say, it's been a very verbal day. And then somebody briefly stopped by too, so kind of like, but means you don't have to talk to each other. We do all the time. We can just watch stuff together. Oh, that's the thing I almost forgot, is that, if he decides that he'd like to see what my streams have been today, then I'll have to hear myself again. So I think I will just do this quickly while I'm waiting for my coffee. Basically, because, people that have been inviting, like, I don't know if I saw that title or not. That's the thing about doing videos with vast array of topics in them. It's like, they get a notification, especially if it's on that same day that certain people saw other ones, they might be like, did I see that or not? Because he definitely talked about that. But always good to be on the safe side and assume not, and come check it out kind of thing. So as some of you know, I struggle with neuropathy, and it's one of my health conditions. And around the holidays, and I don't know if any of it was stress related, other than like deficiencies, although, like we had a brunch and we went out for lunch. We actually never did a Christmas dinner. Well, we did at the house. Just me and G, we did, yeah. But, yeah. So some of you know that I have that, and it was quite active around that time, and then I took some vitamins, and it kind of got a bit better, and I was eating maybe a little bit better too, a little bit, yeah. And then, like the bath didn't really help, I felt. And I'll probably be telling the doctor tomorrow that, and those lines on the video finger kind of reappear, especially on this one I'm noticing. But, I don't want to worry anybody. I'm just trying to make some lifestyle changes in some ways. And I really think that's the best I can do. I don't want to have to go through any hospital procedures. I don't want to have to, And I also, even though I am worried and sometimes in discomfort, I don't want it to get to the point where it's it's like a constant thing, well, it's not, even that isn't. And I was actually going to watch some shortly, kind of until G's down, and then watch whatever we watch at dinner. But, so yeah, basically, but there was some people that sometimes I catch in the late afternoon. One finally made her way to the stream, and that was really lovely. Maybe she's here now, I don't know. But there's some regulars I haven't yet connected with today, and some people I've yet to meet. But yes, I'm just, again, trying to put good out there, trying to put good vibes, and just like all of us, I'm human, so, I could be about healing, and that can mean so many different things. But, I'm still, figuring out what my body's telling me as well, right? And so, yeah, tonight I was kind of dealing with what felt like, extra hard feeling of my feet. Feet are pretty hard and sturdy, but it just, I don't know if I want to say that the muscles feel a bit tighter. Mostly, the bottom of the toes, that part, just the, not even necessarily the toes, but a little bit, but just below. And, kind of on both feet, standing on the tile right now, it's it feels funny, or it feels odd. I'm not that old, but, and it's like I say, it's interesting, I almost feel like I'm just start of the new year, check some medical stuff, get yourself in good health so you can have a great year, kind of thing. So, G's got an appointment about a workplace injury, and that his workplace seemed to want him to have, but he's not exactly sure why, so I says, you better hope that the doctor knows why. He'll be sitting there saying, I don't know why we're at this appointment. Yeah, I'm not sure either. Okay, good. Well, take care. Kind of thing. But for me, it's mostly to request the vitamins. Maybe mention that I've been having some fluctuations that have been a bit more noticeable and distracting with the neuropathy. At least I'm in the better room today. Later it's going to be darken there. But I'm actually going to switch that in a moment. Or am I? I don't know. That doesn't feel very bright. But, yeah, and I was noticing it too. My fingers were feeling kind of tight and stuff. So, yeah. I'm hoping and thinking it's not sepsis. I don't think it is. Now, for those that see this afterwards, what I would like to ask and request of you, please, being that this is a shared channel, and with the other person in the home, and they know that I'm not in the best of health, but I'm not in the worst of health either, and I just don't want to get them worried. So if you're not seeing this live, and so far nobody's really been here, it's only been 11 minutes. I would prefer that you wait to ask me about any updates next with this one. This one, specific. Any updates to what I'm saying next time you catch me live, because that's just in the live chat and that. So, yeah. It's the kind of thing when it affects the feet and the hands where you worry, am I going to start to, is it going to start, showing wounds or changing colors or needing to be amputated? And I certainly would like to catch it before that, I think, so just going to pour some coffee here, but I'm just topping up my cup, and I didn't put a lot of milk in there, but, yeah, so, it really is quite a worry, but I don't know really what to do about it, other than, like I say, some lifestyle changes, making sure that if anything I'm deficient in, that I'm doing my best to, you were just outside, you have food and water, relax, okay, thanks. You cutie patootie, but still. Yeah, so, that works pretty well. Could get some more exercise, it's true. But, yeah, anyway, there was just 3, I think possibly 4, and then 1, and then none. I don't know. They could be newbies who aren't too familiar, and they're like, oh, you're just complaining about yellow. Yeah, a little bit, but, it's also important for those who, may eventually relate to it somehow, because then it's kind of like, I can maybe share a little bit about what I'm learning and my journey and things that may help. In some ways, they're still kind of the beginning stages as far as these particular things. Yeah, it was something that, I'd feel it every few weeks to even a few months. And, try all your needs met, please. You're going to make people worry. Anyway, but yeah, so basically, but then, like I say, it was for a few days there. And then, yeah, it's varying. So, anyway, I do appreciate you both being here. I am going to do some other things before heating up some pizza when G is available to have dinner. So, I'm going to wrap up. But, there's lots of other live streams of mine that you can check out. And, I appreciate that. And, yeah, we can certainly talk there. And, I think, I guess it's the lid of that, and the way it's reflecting on the wall is kind of cool. I think that I have done plenty of live streaming today, and I just want to take it easy for the rest of the day. So we'll see you again tomorrow. Yeah. But that's kind of what, that's right, I got a little bit of shaving. I just sprayed some, because I'm at home, I just sprayed some, cologne on it. Didn't actually sting that much. It must have been pretty mild. Anywho, so yeah, 1, 2. What was it? 1, 2, 1, 2. Is what it's doing up there. But anyway, the other room is kind of not very bright, and sometimes I'll still roll, but I want it to be in the light, so I went towards the light. Anyway. And also, the other thing is, truth be told, usually comments show up on this cell phone, but sometimes they haven't been, or not all of them have been. So it's a bit better when I have it open on the computer, but I have other things open on the computer, lots of them. Sorry about the light there. And so I'm not going to really be checking for comments. So this is just a rarity, a quick update. You're welcome to give likes and support. Although I guess I could misread those. I think better to comment like the other videos. I don't want to. It's not. This is really just an update video. It's not a video I necessarily care whether it does well or not. And I hope that makes sense. But yeah. So but yes, it's been a tiring day. So I'm gonna have a relaxing rest of the evening, and I look forward to talking to you all tomorrow. Take care.